one's going to react to Doc's audio there? We've been 7 minutes since we showed that audio. Nobody's going to react to Doc's audio?
Do you want me to get it replay for you?
You don't have to repeat it. We don't have to repeat it.
I can repeat it.
I've seen the trend now. I've seen the trend for years.
What's the trend?
The trend is always making excuses. Doc, we get it. Taking over a team in the middle of the season is hard. It's hard. We get it. Just like getting traded in the middle of the season is hard for a player. We get it. But it's always an excuse. It's always throwing your team under the bus. They lose to Memphis. Oh, it's his players' fault. Memphis was playing G League guys and two-way guys. Then you look at his quotes over the weekend. Now he wants to take credit for the James Harden trade to the Clippers working out. He wants credit for that. There's never accountability with that guy. Well, there's never accountability.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Just Simply Sports with me. I am Kaja. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, thank you for continuing to rock out with me. I do appreciate you. Let's get into some NBA basketball, more specifically some Laker basketball, because they started off pretty good. And then the past few games, it hasn't looked too good, as they are 4-4 right now. And I wanted to show this clip of JJ when he used to be an analyst on ESPN. Now, we all know, obviously, he's the head coach for the Lakers right now. But I wanted to show that clip just to show you how passionate he was when analyzing the games and talking about what went wrong, what went right, and what coaches should do, to move forward, how they should or shouldn't critique their players. And then I'm going to show you a clip from JJ where he is today.
JJ, you're talking a lot about two or three guys, getting them to put in the effort. You talked a lot about wanting to play hard and LeBron being the guy that played hard in tonight's game. How do you address that with the team? What's your philosophy for approaching that?
I just did.
Okay. He just addressed it. So no need to address it anymore. Just get up and walk out. Now, in all fairness, that was supposed to be the last question. But even if it wasn't, you walked out like that. What happened to that same energy you had when you were critiquing Doc? It's always interesting. And I think people forget that as a player, and because, he used to play, obviously, a former NBA player, people forget as a player, your job is to show up and be great. Shoot, defend, play with 100% effort, and put your team in the best position to win, have an impact, and help your team win games, ultimately a championship. Now, I said it to say, I feel like when JJ was an analyst, he was speaking obviously from the player's side of it and knowing the game from the player's, perspective. It's a little bit different now that he's a head coach, because now you see that when you're in the passenger side of the car as a player, you just got to worry about you. You can have your head in your phone. You can be singing songs, rapping. It doesn't really matter because you're only responsible for you, right? So now he's in the driver's seat of the car, and you're responsible for the whole entire car. You're responsible for everybody on the road, essentially, because what you do can affect those who are around you, next to you, behind you, and so on and so forth. Same thing as a head coach. It's not just you as the player anymore. You're responsible for your team, your coaching staff, a lot of other things as well. You know what I mean? So now you see that maybe what Doc was going through, or why he was calling players out like you did. You called out your players for not having a lot of effort. So now it's a little bit different, right? I don't have any issues with coaches calling players out when they're not playing with effort, because if you're not knocking on your shots, what else are you there for if not to make an impact in some way, shape, or form? Now, obviously, I'm not an NBA player, never have been, but effort is effort, and you're getting paid millions to do that job. And there are nights when your shot is not falling. There are nights that you just cannot buy a shot for whatever the reasons are. But there's no excuse to me to play with no effort or to look like you don't want to be there, like what's going on. But nevertheless, JJ, his temperament from when he was an analyst on ESPN, alongside Stephen A. Shannon Sharp, was very, very different. He was passionate. He was loud. I don't know how he is in the locker room with the Lakers, but you see him in the press conference, he's a little bit more chill, more calm, obviously frustrated. Now you see what Doc was going through, and it's not exactly what you thought it was. Now, was it? Now, take a look at this real quick.
Right wing, Reeves fumbled it momentarily. Ooh, Dalton would have had a great look in the corner. But Russell tried it anyway. Long shot, long rebound. Yeah, everything was seemingly lined up.
He was ready.
Yeah.
Little fumble there.
Yeah, that was quick one by Reeves. He did recover. Huff, that's a catch and shoot. Catch, shoot. Former Laker Jay Huff.
That's comfortable shooting that corner three.
Reeves, there's that corner, right where he was, but that one did not draw iron.
They opened the door on him. The wind blew that one off.
Underneath by that Dalton. He's in the lane forever. Setting up a little bivouac under there. They don't call it. Laying it up and in. No defense. No resistance for Arabia.
No reaction after Arabia caught the pass. Everybody stood flat-footed.
Arabia had a game, of course, against the Lakers where he went 7 for 9 from 3 in this building. Little dance by D'Lo. Huff feeling more comfortable. Gets the block. Here they come. Aldama nearly falls down.
Now, if you see JJ in the corner right there, after what D'Lo just did, he's like, he's about to pop a blood vessel because he's like, what in the entire hell are you doing? What is going on? The effort, it wasn't there. I don't know what's going on with D'Lo. There are some days he's on, he's really great. Some days he's not. You're like, what's happening? I don't know what's going on. Nevertheless, I will say that I think, you know what I mean? This is me just as a fan watching the game. The bench is a problem. And I said this earlier. I said, I feel like obviously AD is going to show up when he's healthy. He's going to play. I think he's obviously a crucial part to their success. Obviously, you know, he's hurt right now. Hopefully he'll get back soon. LeBron is going to, in spite of dropping 39 points this game, they still lost. You know, LeBron's going to be, 41, I think, this month, next month, something like that. I believe next month. And he's still doing what he does at a high level, but he needs help. This bench, I said from day one, even when they were winning, was problematic. They did not have enough depth to me at all. I feel like Gabe should have stayed in Miami. To me, he's not fitting in with this Lakers roster. I know he was hurt most of last season, but even when he came back up until now, he does not look like the Gabe that we saw in Miami. It's like a completely different Gabe. It doesn't seem like this team, this system is working for him. Now, Dalton Connect, I think, has been really good. He's a great rookie. Obviously, a lot to learn and to grow. But this bench as a whole, it's not going to cut it. If you want to win the championship, you want to contend, you want to get past the Denver Nuggets, you know how matchups are. And if they happen to come across a young, vibrant, spry, highly athletic and together team like OKC is in the playoffs first round, they're not getting past it. As you can see, Memphis is back, Ja is there. It's different. People kind of forgot about Memphis because Ja wasn't there and they were really hurt last season, but as you can see, they're back. Their players are back. That's a team to look out for. Warriors, my Warriors are doing pretty good in spite of what I thought. You know, they have a lot of depth on that bench. You can't count them out. This right here is problematic, and I think as brilliant as JJ is and how he breaks down games and how he looks at it, you know, from an analytical perspective, they need more. They need more. And what I do not understand, what's really starting to piss me off, is why Quincy is not playing in any of these games. Bronny, and I understand the whole LeBron James Jr., I get it. I support it. I understand it. There's nothing wrong with him wanting to play with his son, but Bronny has played in 3 games, and he's been okay. He's not a standout. You know, I think Dalton Connect is obviously a stronger rookie than him. I think he's more developed. Bronny obviously had the heart issues that kind of slowed down his development. I'm not knocking him for that. But what I am saying is that I know he's going to go to the G League. There is no reason why Quincy Oliveri should not be playing in 1 or 2 of these games. You're already losing, and that young man is hungry. He is talented. I'm pretty sure that he can play better than Cam Reddish. And I like Cam Reddish. Gabe, I don't know what's going on, but give him a shot. Why are you not playing him? One thing that really irks me is when I see coaches do the same thing over and over, and they don't give other people a chance to play. if you've been going at it a certain way for a number of games, and I know it's early on in the season, there's a lot of basketball left, but you've been doing this for a while, right? A few games, you're trying this, trying that, trying this, trying that. Now AD is out, and you see what you're doing is not working. Why are you not giving someone else opportunity to show what they can offer in this lineup and see if it works? If it does not work, then great. You go back to what you know and what you feel more comfortable with. I get it. But if it's not working, what do you have to lose? At least try something different and try to figure it out before, teams really get their stride, their chemistry flowing, and then it's really hard for you to catch up because you're like 15 losses behind, 20 losses behind. This does not make any sense to me at all why Quincy hasn't gotten a chance to play even 3 minutes, 2 minutes in not any of these games. Why give him a contract, be the two-way contract, if you're not going to even let him play at all? Nevertheless, it's a long season. What do you think about the Lakers and what kind of moves they should or shouldn't make? What they're doing is not working. Who you're going with is not working. That's obvious because you are losing. So try something different. Try something different. If it does not work, then it doesn't work, and you can go back to what you know and what you feel comfortable with. But right now, this needs to get fixed before we go next season. As soon as they lose to OKC in the first round, or once Minnesota gets their footing in with Julius Randle and DiVincenzo, and they figure out how to get that that core together, we don't want to see going across the bottom of the screen breaking news. Lakers have fired, first year head coach J Reddick, and he's back on ESPN, talking with Stephen A. Smith on First Take. What do you guys think, though, about the Lakers, how they can fix this situation? Do you agree with me about Quincy being able to play in some of these games or what? Let me know in the comments. I will see you in the next video.